this feels like missing the point. The point wasn't that unfollowing when you don't win a giveaway isn't bad. The point is that picking specific people out like that is overkill. It's overkill. This one started when Zilunara made a tweet saying, "I'm not one to call someone out like this, but I do think this post by Blossom VT is weird, especially calling out some of my moods like this. People unfollow after not winning giveaways. It happens. But you can't be shocked people unfollowing from a post in December of last year. Sometimes people unfollow because of misunderstanding, don't like your posts, following cleanings, etc. Especially after almost a year. No one forces you to do giveaways. That's done out of the goodness of each person. If you want to have a person blacklist, you should. What is crazy is publicly posting to people. I'm out for helping people grow, but not from people like this." And that's this tweet where Blossom says, "Guys, I know this might be a bit psychotic, but I'm not playing around. I've made it clear every giveaway that I'm not interested in supporting people who won't support me back. I really want to hold another one of these, but there were so many people who left after not winning. So I'm sorry, but you won't be allowed to participate in another one. If you try to delete your post, I saved it plus your username because I'm crazy. Alright, bye. If it was a quote-unquote mistake, feel free to submit a ticket in my Discord to be unblocked, first time only." And also that is a VTuber management giveaway that they hosted last year. Hosting giveaways is tricky because people will follow you after the giveaway. And that's annoying for sure. I wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it. But I can't see blacklisting that. I think it's a bit extreme, but I can understand that. But calling them out directly like this, it feels like too much. It feels like overkill. And Tia continues, "Another note for those confused. I'm calling out the crazy behavior of the post. It's valid to keep a blacklist for something almost a year old is a reach. It's valid to complain. What's not valid is calling people out the way this person did. Giveaways have always been like this. You still grow regardless. No need for petty behavior, and that's what I won't agree with." And I agree with what Tia is saying here, I gotta say. And to that, Blossom VT answers, "Hi, so this screenshot is from December last year because I am talking about wanting to host the same management giveaway for December this year. I host giveaways very often, every couple of months and milestones. This year, as per my bio, I've hosted matching emote giveaways and Discord giveaways, with the last one being last week. I had the same rules for years. No following after the draw ends. You are completely welcome to just not participate in the giveaway if you don't agree. I am arguing that it's not right for people to enter, not follow the rules, and not follow after not winning. Not just for my giveaways. Artists that work so hard and use their incredible skills to end up being unfollowed on announcement, who enter their giveaways because their art is lovely. So why not stick around? I am aware that my giveaways are less for my skills and more for clout. But it still takes time, effort, and money. Don't you know that's why people hold giveaways? It's for exposure and to give back to their community and people new to their community and welcome new members. I am actually baffled people think that unfollowing afterwards is the wrong behavior. So please be aware that I happen to post screenshots of people from last year and maybe should have posted ones from this year so you weren't so right up by the timeline. But this issue happens for everyone who tries to host a giveaway out of the goodness of their heart and needs to be addressed, regardless if I'm the one to take fire from it. If you spotted your mutual's PFP on here and got heated because of it, I apologize for calling them out and should have blurred their PFP further. But I need to address on behalf of our giveaway hosts that this is completely unsupportive and doesn't benefit anyone except to keep their following radio clean. I create opportunities for those who can't. I create free resources for our content creators. I give away because people do not have the luxury of art or small things that will make them smile. I want many people to be given these opportunities as they love art and having a cutesy accessory, and yet I'm portrayed as being so entitled to your follow. My post still stands that I don't need it from someone who doesn't support me. To those that host giveaways or anything to give back, I adore you and the work you put in. Don't let this discourage you from trying to do good. If you don't want people to unfollow you after hosting, then you should be entitled to set those rules. To those under this post, just don't enter a giveaway if you don't want to abide by the person's rules. And I will say, this feels like missing the point. The point wasn't that unfollowing when you don't win a giveaway isn't bad. The point is that picking specific people out like that is overkill. It's overkill, I think. I believe. I get complaining that you lose followers when they don't win in giveaways because it is shitty. It is annoying. It is unfulfilling, but picking specific people that are definitely less big than you is a big overkill. That's the point, and it doesn't seem like they got it. Hey, if you've made this far into the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you for your time. Now let's get back into the video. Aggie says, I have to say I do see both sides of this, because I could see how it comes across as having the wrong intentions, when the giveaways are focused on who is and isn't following you, as opposed to giving back to the community as a whole in general. I think that's mostly people's issue with it, is that it's presented as, I want to help everyone kind of thing. But with the post, it does come off as, I only want to help people who help me. And while that may not be the case, optically that's what it's looking like. That being said, you're totally in your right to make giveaways the way you want to. I just wouldn't be surprised about some pushbacks when it's being handled this way. And Blossom says, yeah, it's totally up to the individual and their value. For some reason, it's been twisted into I'm being entitled to follow and things like that. But, well, that's literally the rule and no one's forcing anyone to join any giveaways. The underlying statement is, if you don't like the game, you don't have to play it. I've stated many times that I only want to help my community, which is why I want to limit the condition of following to join. People on the internet tend to get overly offended, me included. However, if you get kicked out of a venue for not following the rules, it's not exactly the venue's fault. TLP forced the viewpoint that I only care about followers. Wrong. I started a witch hunt. Wrong. Are holding a grudge for 9 months ago. Wrong. To an outsider's view, I totally agree that all those points are nasty if they were true. It's a shame they didn't even try to speak with me and assumed all of these things and shared the narrative with others. And I don't necessarily have an opinion about that. I'm a bit confused on what their train of thought isn't here. I couldn't understand it very well, I'll be honest. Answering that, Zayolnar says, hi, so you totally missed what I said. As I said, you are valid to have your feelings about being involved after giveaways. You are valid to have a blacklist. People unfollow, that's just the game. People aren't contractually obligated to keep following you after a year. These screenshots of people you quote-unquote blacklisted are recent pictures considering my moods PFPs, and there are recent ones. Mind you, most of them already forgot you / don't really know who you are anymore. They're equally as confused since all they did was clean their following, which is normal by the way. I have comments in my fridge as though they're your giveaway that I already forgot about. It's normal that people may have just forgotten you too. You have this neat list of people that instead of asking or verifying with them first, you put it on blast. This could have been just a normal tweet expressing your frustrations, but it ended up being something so ridiculous. I'm pretty sure the pros of a giveaway outweigh the cons. You seem to have amassed a big following / interaction from it, so I don't understand why it would focus on the unfollow someone. But I guess everyone uses their free time differently. And Blossom replies, those screenshots are from that night, but the blacklist isn't new. There may not be a contract obligation, but as it holds giveaways every couple of months, it actually does become part of my terms of entry. People who will follow and re-enter each time should be blacklisted, as they clearly do not care about the rest of my content. If they don't agree with it, then they won't be allowed to, and that's the game and its rules. I've already reiterated that it's been in my bio that anyone can contact me via Discord to discuss a block or a missed DM. This isn't about numbers in the way you think it is. It's about respecting the time and efforts of the host. I have giveaways from 200 followers. I have applied the rules since then. I host giveaways via Twitter to encourage more people to have access and entry to them when I could host it via something niche like my Discord. It's an opportunity for everyone, but only if they genuinely genuinely want to support me, and they don't have to enter if they don't want to. Wouldn't it suck to see the same people re-enter who clearly just want the goodie? As I said, that's the nature of holding a giveaway, but if I'm to post it, I should be allowed to restrict the person from entering again. I agree it could have been more nonchalant about it without a screenshot. It could have blurred the pictures further. This was supposed to be a broader message, expressing frustrations and repeated unfollowings after a giveaway, which translates to disrespect for my rules that have been stated again and again. And that makes more sense to me. That makes way more sense. If it's not like a one-time thing, if it's people repeatedly doing the same thing, it makes way more sense. I guess it just didn't explain their line of thought in the original tweet very well, and it ended up causing false impressions. Now they're dealing with the mess, but I don't think it's this that bad. It could be way worse. It might not be too blurred, but at least it was their profile pictures and names were blurred to a degree. It could have been worse. Knowing something could have been worse isn't the best feel, but it's not the worst either. And that's it for this situation too. Bye bye!